Hello everyone, welcome back to My Michigan Farm Life. My name's Kelvin, and let's take a look at what we're going to be working on today. So it's early spring in Michigan, and spring means rain and melting snow, and around here that means mud. And last week this whole driveway was a pretty muddy mess. I had trucks coming in and out of here, and it was really tearing it up. And it's starting to dry out now. We've had a couple good sunny days, and it's been breezy and it's helping, but now we got to take care of all of this mess. So let's go get the tractor fired up, got the grade box on, and we're going to see if we can't fix this driveway. Alright, so we took a couple pulls. This stretch here was kind of the worst. It had a lot of pretty deep ruts in it from the dump truck and stuff pulling out a couple times right as the ground was thawing out. So I went over that a few times, smoothed it out, and generated a couple little piles of material here. Now normally I would just start at one side of the driveway, and loop and just go all the way around and spread it. But up top here, we've got one soft spot that you've seen in the beginning that has pretty well pushed out all the crushed concrete and gravel. And if you just scrape back and forth over it with that box blade, it'll throw some back in there. But it just kind of keeps making a soft hole. And I'm going to have to get more gravel put down on this driveway here this summer when everything really dries out, but for now we're going to make do with what we got. So I'm going to go throw the bucket on and pick up a couple scoops of that gravel there, bring it up, we'll spread it in these tracks, run over it good a couple times with the tires, and then we'll smooth over it with that box blade, and hopefully that helps kind of keep that spot hardened up a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is actually from when they set the house. This was where the crane sat, and one of his big outriggers was right here, and this used to be the edge of the driveway. The driveway just came up, and kind of right where that hole is was the corner of it that way, and then everything down this way was added later. So I think that's still just a soft spot from when that outrigger pushed down in there and it never really got enough material back over top of it. So we're gonna clean it up, keep on moving, and hopefully this warm weather stays. It's really helping to dry things out, so let's keep going. Little side note, I did add this little Stanley toolbox here to the side of the tractor. Just made a little mount for it, and works really good for keeping camera mounts and stuff in. And of course I mounted it up and I had to paint it green, you know, so it matched. So that was a fun little project. Alright, so that spread in pretty nice. We got that all packed down. So now we're going to take the back blade and we're just going to start making laps around the driveway, just kind of smooth everything out. and get it cleaned up as best we can. And I know this middle driveway needs it pretty bad too, but my plan for that is I want to get this main driveway all smoothed out and give it a couple days to dry. Hopefully we don't get any rain, get nice and hard, and then I can pull all these trucks out onto the main drive here and then smooth that one out and hopefully let that harden up for a little bit. It's been so wet lately that it's just, with the ground frozen, it's hard for this gravel to hold together when it gets so saturated with water. So we're just going to keep making the best of it. We'll get the main drive taken care of, see how it looks. right, well this definitely looks a lot better, and I could tell even just in the time that I was working with it that just getting it turned over and letting the wind and the sun get on it, this stuff's starting to dry out pretty good. So I think this will work. I'm not too worried about all this stuff here. This whole area is going to get tore out, and this will all be one big gravel lot, hopefully this spring or summer. So I've got a soil pulverizer I'm put on the back of that tractor that I'll drag over this one of these days just to kind of knock out all the clumps and stuff. But it's going to be what it is for now, and we'll let this sit all for a couple days, let the wind get on it, get good and dried out. Then we'll pull all this stuff out and we'll hit this middle drive. I put this in last fall, and we were kind of in a rush to get it in, so we had spots to park. And the day after I put the gravel down, it started to rain, and it rained and rained and rained, and then it went into winter. So this stuff never really got a chance to get good and compacted, you know, and harden up before all the rain got on it. So it's been kind of soft all winter long. So we'll get this dried out and straightened out, add some more gravel to it later. But I'm liking how all this turned out, and it'll be nice to not have that big soft spot up there. That's right where I always park, and my foot goes right down in it every time I get out of the truck. So that should be much improved, and hopefully it'll hold up until we get some more gravel down this summer. But for now, I think that's going to do it. So thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one.